Woo! Made it to another Friday. Left my backpack in the office, and I'm too lazy to go back and get it. I don't think there's anything in it that I need today or tonight, so maybe I'll just swing by this weekend and pick her up. My buddy Ian up here got about 2 miles of a commute. Tell me how lucky that shit is. Let me tell you, this place over here on the left I'm looking at with the rusty ass trailers from old cargo trailers and the piles of tires out there. That is, the name of that little business is Benchmark Tire Center, or Tidewater Tire Center. And I will tell you, they make money hand over fist over to that place. Always somebody getting tires put on their car, and it's a look. I don't even think they don't have a lift. They just got a couple of floor jacks, and you go in there, and I guess they jack the car up, slap the tires on it, you write them a check, and roll on out. Yeah, here he goes, turning into his little neighborhood. What a commute that is, huh? I still got about 20 miles to the house, which is still not as bad as it used to be, man. It used to be an hour drive, and it's not because it was such a far distance. It was only about 35 miles, but it took me about an hour to get there because of the amount of traffic and the stoplights on that one particular road. Oh, I can't believe I left my backpack in the office. Only thing I'm not really worried about it, but I had some food containers in there that I took some leftovers for lunch. It's all good. I think it's got to be in the mid-70s out here right now. It's absolutely a gorgeous day. And being on the bike to boot, you just can't beat that. So here's a pet peeve of mine. You notice in front of me this Ford Explorer. I guess he's not satisfied with the way the guy in front of him is driving. Now there's a car in front of him as well, so there's four cars up in front of me, 3 right in front, and there's 1 way up there. So the Explorer that's right in front of me is tailgating the car in front of him, and then he gets all over on the edge of the line here, and I'm not sure what that is attempting to do. I don't know if that's a form of intimidation to get all up on his ass end and act like he's going to pass, get all on the line like he's trying to stare him down in the side view mirror. I'm not quite sure, but it's not like the car in front of him can go anywhere or do anything about the situation. if there was a safe place to pass, he could pass, but then he'd get behind another car that's just doing the same thing. So, and maybe, just maybe, that this Ford SUV understands that in the state of Virginia, it's illegal to pass more than one car at a time on this road, on a secondary road. Yet it happens all the time. So he continues to stick, you know, stick to the guy's bumper and get all close to the center line so he can stare him down through his side view mirror. Let me tell you what that does when they do that behind me. I'm normally not the slowest car on the block. I'm not the fastest by any means, but I am at a minimum doing the speed limit. And when they do that to me, I'll either slow down or I'll get way over on the right, as if to say, if you want to pass me, come on around, big boy. But nobody's ever taken me up on that offer. It just makes me nervous because he gets way over there and I can't see what's going on up there. Now this guy's crossing the line. They both have problems. Now the car in front of this SUV is crossing the center line too, so I'm gonna give them a little more room so when they do have an accident, I don't become part of it. So how many of you moto vloggers out there, or motorcyclists, whether you vlog or not, and I know everybody lives in a different part of the world. Some people live in California, they can ride all year long. Some people live in Florida. I'm not sure what the weather's like in the wintertime, but you can probably get away with riding all year long. Up here in Virginia, not so much. But I plan on riding the bike as much as I can. So I have some overpants, I think I mentioned this previously, and I have a heavy jacket, and I'm considering investing in some heated gloves. So, how many of you ride year-round in cold weather? And if you do you wear heated gear, or just do you wear some warm clothes? How do you dress? The biggest issue I have a windshield. I'll probably put it back on in the wintertime, but the coldest part for me is I don't have, if you look where I'm pointing, there's some fins that go down there. They're lower, they call windshield lowers. They actually deflect the air around the tank, because I feel a lot of air coming up over the tank right here, and it blows right up under the chin and the bottom of my face, the bottom of my chin and my neck. When it's really cold, I mean when the wind chill factor is below freezing, it is unbelievable. It starts to hurt, it's so cold. So I have a neck gaiter that I wear that helps. But other than that, there's not much I do. And I was just wondering what everybody else does. This helmet doesn't have any kind of chin guard, curtain, or whatever they're called. So just a question I'd like to ask. The biggest part of me that gets cold, other than my chin, are my hands. And you know, I mentioned before about wearing the chaps in the wintertime and how that helps, but doesn't help everything. Heated gear is fantastic, but I really don't have the desire to drop $1,000 or so, or more, I guess, depending on heated jacket, pants, and gloves. I think the gloves will be fine. I'm not doing any long cross-country rides on this bike. That'll come once I get the BMW 1200 GS Adventure. Yes. I wish I could predict when I'll get it. I didn't know I'll be getting it in a couple years. Hell, I don't even know if I'll still be motovlogging in a couple of 3 years. I'll probably find another hobby and move on to that. So of course they want to go fast on this road because it's straight and they can speed up so the people behind them don't pass. Oh, no passing zone. Let's slow back down. Yep, as predicted. Why is it so hard to stay on this side of the yellow line? Here's another question for motovloggers out there. I know a lot of you go out and shoot an entire video in one ride, and that's what I've been doing basically. But I know others have, they go out and And they'll combine footage, I don't know, from 3 or 4, maybe a week's worth of riding around. Just curious how you organize your clips. Do you change the file name from GoPro 00194 or whatever GoPro calls it? Sony has their own file structure as well. Do you rename all the clips that you get off of your camera? Do you retain all the raw footage? Or do you, after the video, your final product is complete, do you save that clip and then you know, discard or delete the raw footage you used to make the clip? Do you store it on your hard drive? Do you have external hard drives for video storage? I bought 100 DVD R minus discs, whatever you call them. I think they're R minuses, I can't remember. They're archival quality DVD-Rs, and they're not the DVD-R plus or R minus. I don't remember, I had to look at them. But let me tell you, I looked just to back up all the, because I mentioned before that I am a, look at this dickhead. This is a one-way street. I was going to archive all my images, because I mentioned I am a hobbyist photographer, and I think it got to where it was going to take about 400 or 500 DVDs to back up all of my images to an optical storage media. Now, how ridiculous is that? So I don't know if anybody saw that sign coming back into town back there on the right. It's a big long banner. It says the 26th annual Bowling Green Harvest Festival. That's right, the 26th. This little town, this whole main street right here is going to be shut down, and it's going to be full of vendors and classic cars. And there's going to be a live band. There's going to be food vendors. There's going to be the fire department, I believe, will be making a big old Brunswick stew, ice cream. There'll be vendors all through here, food vendors all through here. The stage is normally right around here somewhere. It's a big thing. Every year they have it. So if you're ever in Virginia, in the Fredericksburg Bowling Green area, in October, now I can't remember the dates now, come on down. Masonic Lodge right there on the left. They're going to be having a model train display downstairs, and we'll be doing the child ID program, so the kids can come over and get fingerprinted and a little video made, and the parents can have a little packet that's through the Virginia Child ID program, the Virginia chip. It's the same one that the state police and the sheriff's department uses, so it's completely safe. And I'm out.